Yes, people, we are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the ManDem United podcast where we discuss all things Manchester United. But before we get to that, this is the first live stream I've done that is non-gaming because we did the Pro Club stream yesterday. So, of course, I wanted to address the tragic passing of Diogo Jota. And I see you lot in the chat already talking about it as well. RIP to Jota and Andre. RIP to him and his brother. Nothing but love and condolences to his family and his loved ones as well, man. So I'm still in shock about it. I'm still in shock now. I was in shock at the time when I first seen it as well. I know we just spoke about it on back again for those that came over here, but this is the first live stream, non-gaming I've done on the channel. So I just wanted to address it and say RIP to Jota, RIP to Andre. And again, condolences to his family and his loved ones, his parents, his kids, and everything like that. So yeah, man, it's and so sad, man. Because like I said on back again, we look at we look at footballers as if they're like invincible and superheroes. So, and things that happen like that, it hits even more. So again, I can only say RIP to him and his brother, man. Like tragic for real. It really, really is. And love to you lot in the chat as well, saying RIP as well. Because as much as we joke around here on Sarcasm City TV and run bants, I know when serious situations occur and tragic situations occur, you lot, say the right things in the chat as well. And again, most of you lot have joined over from the raid from back again. So big up to everyone who's joined over from the raid. Big up to everyone that's already here. Normally, I don't do ManDem United's on Friday, but news broke. Fabrizio Romano's been tweeting multiple tweets in regards to Manchester United possible exits. So we're here to discuss that. Rashford, Garnacho, Sancho, Antony, and Malacia all inform Manchester United that they want to leave. So whether it's just them informing Manchester United want to leave, them wanting to leave Manchester United, or Manchester United forcing them to leave, or it's a mixture of both, great news. It is absolutely fantastic news. However, why more has it been done so far to get at least a couple of these players gone? I have no idea. Clubs are interested in these players. Don't tell me about wages when, like I've mentioned many times, Chelsea gave Manchester United 5 million from the Sancho deal. If Alanga goes to Newcastle, that's more money potentially coming in because we have a sell-on clause. Use this money to start paying off contracts and make up the difference. But before we get into all of that, make sure you run up the likes, people. Make sure whether you're watching this live right now or watching this back after, hit the like button on the video. There's over 200 of you lot in here, only at 28 likes. Let's get up to 60 likes, people. Like check 1212, like check 1212. When you enter the city of sarcasm, pay the tax, people. Hit that like button, share it across all the socials as well. And this, you see, this I was on this idiot woman's channel, and that's why it says at Sunshine FC there in the chat. I was this woman a whole fool, switching up my stuff. Shout out to Sunshine. Why idiot? I just clocked that there. What a whole fool. Woman a whole idiot for true. 1 second. I was helping her out with some work on StreamYard and she changed my thing. But make sure you lot subscribe to Sunshine FC. Make sure you do that. Well, I only just clocked that as I looked down. But yes, it's flawless on Twitter. That's the new Twitter. Hit the follow button on there. Yes, it's flawless on Instagram. Follow on there at Sarcasm City TV on both platforms as well. So make sure retweet and like from Twitter. Share from Instagram, follow on both. And just as important, hit that subscribe button as well. Need you lot to hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell too, people. Subscribe, road to 16K, people. So make sure you do that. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell as well, people. Make sure you do so because we're trying to get to 16K expeditiously, people. Expeditiously. But what are you lot saying in the chat? Big up to Lucian, big up Warrior J. Happy birthday to King as well. Want to see happy birthdays in the chat to King as well. Sham, big up to you. African King, big up to you as well. Shout out to the members in the chat. Link for the membership is in the pinned comment. Don't worry, man. I'm going to get to your questions. I'm going to get to the Manchester United news as well because Warrior J has been kind enough to drop the information in the chat. Big up to my nephew in the chat as well. Kingsman, I see you. Ryan B, big up as well. AI Tech, big up to you. That Magician, what? That's some sinister name. Big up to you. Ravi, big up as well, man. Big up to Jez, of course, my bro, you already know. Big up to Josiah as well. Ravi B, big up to you also. So let me actually, again, please continue to wish King a happy birthday in the chat, please. King, enjoy your day, man, Young G. Enjoy your day. And this was the breaking news that Fabrizio Romano tweeted about. So Marcus Rashford, Antony, Alejandro Garnacho, Tyrone Malacia, Jadon Sancho have all informed Manchester United they wish to leave. Manchester United have delayed their return date until later in July to allow them time to explore solutions further. That's from Fabrizio Romano. Here's my issue with that. It's great news. These players wanting to leave, fantastic news, because that means no more remontadas. They don't want to stay. That's fantastic. The club also seemed to be in agreement. Here's where my issues lie with this, though. Delayed their return date. Why is there a delay in any return date? Why is there a delay? It should be you're not coming back under no circumstances. You will be moved on. I don't like that. That leaves the door open. That, like, I don't know, the 26th of July, they could, one of these players or all of these players or some of these players could come back. I'm lost. But what is going on? I don't like that at all in the slightest. I really don't. Really don't. And also this, to allow them to explore solutions further. So what have you been doing the whole time? That's what I want to know. To explore solutions. The solutions have been staring you in the... What solutions do you have now that you didn't have when the season ended? So the day after we lost the Europa League final to Spurs, I can't remember the exact date. But actually, let me pull up that exact date. Let me get actual factual information and factual dates. 1 second. So we lost to Spurs on the 21st of May. So from the 26th of May up until the Friday, the 4th of July. So from the 22nd of May to the 4th of July, what's changed? What solutions weren't available May and the entire June and then a little bit of July that are open now? And this is when I talk about, and it screams incompetence. I pay attention to words. I'm very specific. Like, I'm very specific the way I speak and what I say. I'm also very observant with that too. Allow them time to explore solutions further. Again, what new solutions are there? What is it? And it's just this whole very lackadaisical, relaxed approach to what shouldn't be. There seems to be no urgency. This should be top of the list. Like in urgent matters, they should have a list. All right, what's urgent matters? So they should have like red, like that's urgent. Then you have like amber, which is like middle, and then like green, which is like get to, but it's not urgent. It's lower down, like a priority list. Why is getting rid of these players not top of the agenda? And it seems. Yeah, and even Jez running jokes talking about maybe all the guys who work on transfers are all working together to sign in Bremo for a month. But it is great news, yes. I just don't hold out much faith. But this is definitely a big step in the right direction, and it's a positive step. Because Sancho, Garnacho, Rashford, Antony, Malacia all want to leave. So there's none of this, oh, I want to come back and maybe we can make this work, which is great. And now the club also need to follow suit as well. And to Ryan B, who's asked me, would I take Ndidi? No, I don't want Ndidi at Manchester United. No, I really don't. And that's what it is. And in regards to the actual, some of the individuals that were listed, Alejandro Garnacho and Manchester United are in agreement since mid-June about exit this summer. Garnacho wants to leave with his desire to stay in the Premier League. Manchester United are prepared to let him go. He won't return for training anytime soon. That's from Fabrizio Romano. Again, this is all well and good, the agreement since mid-June. Positive. Love that. He wants to leave. The club agree. Get him gone. Who gives a fuck about his desire? Excuse the language. Couldn't care less about where he desires to go. Is a Premier League club in for him? And luckily enough, it seems there is Premier League clubs who are interested. There is interest from clubs abroad too, which is all well and good. But we dictate. If a club comes in with a suitable offer, which is the stumbling block with this, because why we want such big money, I have no idea, which I'll get to in a second. Sell him. So whether it's Arsenal, whether it's Chelsea, whether it's Aston Villa, whether it's Newcastle, they're all clubs who have been linked with him, people. They're 4 clubs. I'm not saying those clubs are interested now. I'm not saying them clubs are going to make bids. I'm just using them 4 clubs as examples, people. That's all. So them 4 clubs there, if one of those 4 or all those 4 are mixed come in for him, get him gone. Lower the value as well. We are now not, we were already was not selling from a position of power. Clubs know, buying clubs know. The player wants to leave. We want to sell the player. Therefore, you are the B side of negotiation. You are not the A side. Looking for big money for Garnacho or Rashford or Sancho or Antony or Malacia is just idiotic negotiating. We are the B side of negotiations. Bear in mind, any money for this slot is fantastic. If we get 100 million or anything north of 100 million for this 5, take it. Run with it. Run with it. If we can somehow manage to get 100 million for this lot combined or anything north, 110, 120, 130, get him gone. And this whole thing about his desire, you go wherever he wants you. Guess what? I desire to marry Margot Robbie. Probably not going to happen. Who cares about what you desire? What is plausible? What can be achieved? What is a reasonable request? It seems that, but don't let him dictate to us where he goes. Or I'm not going Napoli. All right, sit out then. Go and sit out a World Cup year. No way he's sitting out a World Cup year. Let's say hypothetically, Garnacho, no Premier League clubs coming for him and it's clubs in Europe. So let's say it's Italian, Spain, German, wherever the club is. And he's like, no, I don't want to go. All right, well, you will not play here. So you're going to sit out a whole year. Be willing to lose that money. Be willing, whatever amount he's on, be willing to put him in the reserves for the entire season. You won't play for the first team. You won't be on the bench for the first team. You won't be in any squads. You will not go on preseason tour. You will not even train with the first team. You will be cast as, not even send him with the reserves. You will sit at home. You are not required at the football club. You will sit at home. That's what you can do. You are no longer needed here. I don't even know if you legally can't do that, you can put him in the reserves. I know that much. Put him in the reserves. And you know what? Have him on the bench for the reserves. He don't even play for the reserves. And sit him out. Because I guarantee if you do that, he makes a move. All this desire to stay in the Premier League, he's not sitting out a whole year. But the club has to be willing to sit him. Will the club do that? Who knows? Who knows? And we're prepared to let him go. Good stuff. We should be frigging prepared to let him go. What are we talking about here? What are we doing? Let's see what else you lot are saying in the chat as well. Big up to United. Oos. Fire username says this is round 2 of bollocks for any of us, you know. Hey, I hear you, United Oos. I hear you. Let's see what else you lot are saying. You already know, man. I said Flawless, the Winter Warrior. That's a new one. That's fire. That's fire. I think the players who have desired teams they want to go to know the longer it goes on, the less money United can request. They chilling, and that's where it is. We have to take back like I talked about the A side and the B side of negotiation with the buying and selling clubs. Don't make these players the A side. Be the A side. Hey, we're willing to sit you. No matter how much money you're on, we don't care. We are willing to sit you and have you in the reserves, and you don't play and you miss out on the chance of going to the World Cup. Players are going to make the move. Players will make the 110% players are going to make that move they don't want to make or they don't desire type of thing. That's where we're at with it. But again, Manchester United for you. I hear you, but you're asking your people to be competent at their jobs, bro. Trust me, I hear it. I hear it. Trust me, I hear you, just. You lot continue to get your questions in. Run up the likes, man. We're only at 51 likes. Let's go up to 90 likes. I'm not even asking for triple digits. Let's get up to 90 likes, people. Let's get up to 90 likes, please. Make sure you do so. You think United will close the Embremo deal over this weekend? No, I don't think we close the Embremo deal over this weekend. I think next week. I think it's next week. I told Man United, you're going to need to do what we did in the 22-23 summer and clear the whole squad. They laughed and we're here now. Let's see what Ineos can do. Who laughed? And the thing is, yeah, I think the squad has needed. Is it even the whole squad? In the ideal world, yeah, but just get this 5 gone. If we just get this 5 gone and bring in a couple players, I'm cool with that. I'm absolutely cool with that. Like, I have no qualms whatsoever. Like, where I think everyone knew Manchester United needed these players gone. I don't think that was a secret. I think everyone knew that our squad is not good, despite Manchester. I think that's why we were called Ponzi Scheme FC, why we was called Western Holdings FC. Like, people knew this. I don't think it was a secret to most. That's what I'd say. Weren't a secret to most. But again, if the board want to do it. If the board want to do it, who knows? I'm trying to find the rest of these Romano tweets as well, because there's more. Is that confirmed? Madam, Newcastle have almost got a deal done for Elanga and it's only taken them 2 days. Is that confirmed? What's going on with Elanga to Newcastle? Because United will get a percentage of that. I believe it's 20%. So let me know. Is that confirmed? And I should have started these earlier. 1 second. People. Big up to Emma as well in the chat. Trying to find the rest of these Fabrizio Romano tweets, because we know Cunha got the 10 as well. So green light from Forest, last I heard. Oh, that's good stuff, man. How much do United make from that, people? 55. So United get what out of that? You lot do the math on that one, please. Please let me know. 1 second. Just having a look. Oh, yeah, Anthony was never going to stay at Manchester United this upcoming season, as his desire is to explore a move. Real Betis want to keep Anthony, but his salary remains key point to discuss. See that? And look, so we're getting 11 million from that deal. All right, keep it stepping. And you see that 5 million from Chelsea for Sancho, 11 million from the Elanga deal. Use that 16 million to pay off players. Simple. Whatever the wage difference is, it's not difficult. There's 16 extra million that you didn't have. And it's not like it was going elsewhere anyway, and then you're going to get fees for this lot. You're going to sell these lot. If you sell the 5 of them, it's minimum 100 mil. Is minimum 100 million. You can get combined for these lot 20 million on average, 20 million for each player. It's literally 20 million. All right, what are we doing here? Yeah, 55 million for Elanga. I think that's a lot, but hey, that's Newcastle's lookout. I think 55 million for him is a lot. Big up to Taza as well. Taza, I hope you're blessed. And Sai, get your rest, Sai, man. Get your rest. If you need to take, hey, Sai, man, and that's to everyone, get your rest, whether it's physical, whether it's mental, whether it's both people. Get your rest, people. Get your rest. Make sure you do so. Oh, yeah, on the United side of things, Manchester United also confirmed Rashford's representatives were informed that Matheus Cunha would be taking his number 10 shirt. It's definitely over between United and Rashford. Rashford dreams of Barcelona move as a priority for his future. Guess what? If Barcelona want him and can put up money, great. But if Barcelona don't want him, guess what? Sell him elsewhere. Whether that's somewhere in the Premier League or somewhere else. Again, just the lack of urgency is crazy. And any money for him is good. If we get 20 to 30 million for these, I just said 20 million for all 5 of them, 100 M's. Cool. Great money. And then you can go get a striker, a midfielder, and a goalkeeper for that. Well, you could get a striker, 2 midfielders, and a goalkeeper for that. Rarely if you negotiate, right? But you can at least get 3 alongside Cunha and Bremo, because we know that Bremo money's nothing to do with this. So you've got a whole new attack, potentially a whole new midfield, and a new goalkeeper. Whole new spine. All of a sudden, Manchester United look miles better. Who would have thought? Whatever you can make from Garnacho and Rashford sales is good for your PSR. Maybe that's why United won so much. You're the B-side, so sell ASAP to focus on incoming transfers. That's what it is. In an ideal world, Cham, it would be great because they are great for PSR. But because of the situation and the scenario we're in, which I don't put on the ownership, it's the previous regime. Unfortunately, we just got to sell. Again, 40 million for those 2 combined is brilliant. 40 million, 50 million, 60 million, anything. We can get 50 million for these 2 combined. Phenomenal. Same way with 40, same way with 60. They're not good players. I keep saying this. If Rashford and Garnacho were playing elsewhere in the Premier League, another big 6 club, pick whichever one you want, and they performed the way they performed, and our club went in for them for 20, 30 million, we'd be screwing. Saying, how are we giving them such a great deal? But all of a sudden, for Manchester United, it's not a great deal. And people got to stop looking at other deals and going, Chelsea got Bino Gittins, so bought Bino Gittins for this, or Elanga's going to Newcastle for this. Guess what? Them teams are selling from positions of power. When you're the A side of negotiation, guess what? You can negotiate and get more. Forest don't have to sell Elanga. Dortmund didn't have to sell Bino Gittins. Chelsea didn't. I mean, Brighton didn't have to sell João Pedro. Bournemouth with Semenyo currently. There's no release clause. Like, you can, same with Mbeumo and Brentford right now. Manchester United are literally suffering from that. As much as he wants to move, he's not gonna strike yet. Yeah, he's agreeing terms with us. So I always pay the money. That's what I'd say. And we'll be fine, PSR. Crazy that I bought a Tiger in 200 from sales, 70 for Garnacho, 40 for Rashford, 30 for Anthony, 20 for Sancho, Alvaro Fernandes, 8, Alanga, 8, Onana, 20. Well, we'll get 11 for Alanga if it's that, but I understand your overall point. I do understand your overall point, Magician. I do. Has the Alvaro Fernandes deal gone through? So how much is that? How much is that? You know what I'm thinking? I think they look at it the way Saeed was saying, how they see other guys get sold for certain money and they want the same money for their own players. What we got to realize is that we're not them. We're not Dortmund selling Gittins. We're not Brighton selling João Pedro. We are not these players. These not. These 5 should be 150 in today's market easy. Garnacho, Anthony is 100 million by themselves. No one's paying 50 million for those two, Tazo. Nobody's paying 50 million for Anthony, and no one's paying 50 million for Garnacho. Again, man's talking about in today's market. You can put a price on whatever you want. Who's paying this for them? He's not 50 million. If no one's willing to pay 50 million for him, he's not 50 million. You can value it. I can value this channel at what I want. I can value this channel at £1 million. But if no one's willing to pay £1 million for it, it's not £1 million. You can put the price of whatever you want. The market determines your worth. Garnacho is not a £50 million player in today's market. Neither is Anthony. Neither is Rashford. None of our players are 50 million. None of them. None of them are 50 M's. None of them are 50 M's. United rejected a 50 million bid from Chelsea in January. How come Chelsea didn't come back in for him then? And how come they were willing to spend, how much was Gittins? 60 million? They were selling 60. Yeah, we wanted 70, which is ridiculous. How much did Chelsea buy Gittins for? So they were willing to put 60 million on Gittins. They were willing to put 60 million down for João Pedro. They're willing to put, what is it, like 60 million for Kudus as well. They're not willing to do it for Garnacho. How much was he? 42 million. All right, so 42 million. Wait, who was 42 million? Oh, shit, big up is that the Terrace? Hold up. Oh, shit, it's the Football Terrace. Hey, big up Terry. Big up the whole Football Terrace, everyone from over there, man. Shout out to him. We can't, Taza. We cannot get 50 for Garnacho. We cannot get 50 million for Garnacho. It's not going to happen. So how much was Gittins? So Gittins was 55. We're not getting, like, they weren't willing to put it up. January's different. Yes, we rejected it idiotically, but we was, even though he's not a good player, we was in a stronger situation then. Because it wasn't, like they said, it was mid-June. They agreed they wanted him, both parties agreed for him to leave. It was mid-June. Like, this is it. So Gittins was 42%. Yeah. Like, he's not worth it. Again, we just get him gone. 70 million for Garnacho is outrageous. 40 million for Rashford is outrageous. Garnacho wants Prem clubs. Chelsea are probably out because of Gittins. Where else does he go in the Prem? Outside of the clubs I named earlier, Arsenal, Villa, Newcastle. They're the only 3 clubs I look at that could potentially go in for him. They're the only clubs linked to him. That's it. That is legit it. Again, idiotic. We just 30 million for him is a phenomenal deal. Again, if he was elsewhere and we was buying him for 30 million, we talk about how we're getting ripped off. We'd speak about how we're getting ripped off. You've got to stop looking at, oh, this has gone for this. Oh, well, we live on the same street and you sold your house for this and you sold your house for that. Yeah, but my house is in bad condition interiorly. My house has a back garden and front garden. Yours don't. My house has 6 rooms. It's a 6-bedroom. Yours is a 2-bedroom. It's not the same. Again, I need to state this consistently. Manchester United are not selling from positions of power. All of the deals you are talking about, the selling club was in positions of power. Dortmund with Gittins, Brighton with João Pedro. Any deal you think people were like, that's too much. Forest with Elanga. There was no, that those parties hadn't, yeah, he wants to leave. And also in terrible, I mean, just forgetting what Garnacho did in regards to form. Man went 20 games without a goal. Out here, what he said after the Europa League final as well. Also his brother talking as well. Like, and because we've wasted time. Chelsea have went and signed a winger. Napoli have went and signed a winger. Like, teams are not going to wait around for these players. They have other targets. They have A, B, C. You know, target 1, 2, 3, 4, however many's on the list. Are we dilly-dallying? Dilly-dallying, looking big prices for terrible products. What is going on? Again, I'll state this, 30 million for Garnacho is phenomenal. And I agree with you. Imagine we sell all these 5 and Højlund goes 2. That 6 attackers gone a real clear out. Because you would have, it'd be Rashford, it'd be Garnacho, it'd be Antony, it'd be Sancho. And you've added in Højlund, so that'd be 5 attackers. Yeah, waiting to drop, because we're going to drop the price, Jess. Actually, let me clarify that. We're stupid enough not to drop the price. Why is the price high? We should treat this like a DFS sale. If we get 100 million for this 5, that's great business. The 5 in the, well, it's 4 of them in the title. Rashford, Garnacho, Sancho, Antony, Malacio, average 20. Great price. Great. Adding Højlund with that 2, potentially 09. It's unlikely with those 2, but I'm just adding those 2. Hopefully Mount as well. Again, it just screams again. This is it, Ryan. This is spot on to Ryan B. Take what we can get because the price is people want to talk about what's lowering their value. Their value lowers every day they're here. And you know how you know this? The Sancho deal we took from Chelsea last season proves this. Because we was in the same scenario. Go back 12 months. As soon as Sancho came back from Dortmund loan, I'm saying sell him. The whole him and Ten Hag are getting on, understand the lie. Sell it. 110%. That made all sense. Sell him. All his price is doing is, all the price is doing of these players right now is dipping. Bear in mind, I think any money for them is great money. But the value is dipping, which is already low in my opinion anyway. And the reason we had to take such a bad deal from Chelsea for Sancho, because it was the last day of the window. So we say, keep this unhappy player on big money that you're not going to use, or take this terrible loan deal from us. And guess what? We had to take the loan deal. And now because we took the terrible deal with Chelsea for Sancho, we're now back in the situation. And Tatazu says, United, apparently Juve have no problem giving us 25s for Sancho. It's just his wages are the stumbling block, which is true. So you know what you do, Tazo? We got 5 million for Sancho ironically, from Chelsea, as I keep stating. We got money from Alvaro Fernandes, man, are telling me in the chat. Someone double check if that's correct. We're also going to get money from this Elanga deal, which is 11 million. So we've got, let's just use the Sancho and Elanga, 16 million, pay off his contract. So let's say Juventus are offering him 50k less, for example. Whatever that 50k difference is over the year, pay him. If that 50k less is 1 million, 1.5, 2 million, pay him off. Cut the loss. It's not even a loss, it's a win. So when I say cut the losses, it's not like paying him, because then you're getting 25 million in and you're getting his wages off the books. And if we do this, we're going to clear a hell of a lot of wages. We've already cleared 335k. With Ericsson, Evans, and Lindelof, we've cleared 335k off rip. And then if you add in Sancho, Antony, Rashford, Garnacho, Malacio, that's a lot of money. Rashford's on what, 300 or whatever it is. Sancho's on 250. Antony's on what, 150, 200. Here are the prices I'm talking. Talking like what is that, $1 million? 1 million off the wage books. Saying you cleared what, 1.3, 1.5 million overall with the 3 players we released to. And the players you come in ain't going to be on those wages, so you're in the green in that aspect. I don't know, man. I don't I don't know, man. Like, I feel like it's not that complicated. It's really, really not that complicated for this. Certain things at football clubs are extremely difficult. I get it. When you're trying to reach the pinnacle of the sport, that's where it's tough. If Manchester United was second or third and was trying to get to win the Premier League, and we was quarterfinal, semi-finalists in the Champions League, and you're trying to win the Champions League, I'd be much more lenient with my critique and criticism. We're just trying to improve. We're just trying to improve. Like, that's not difficult. That's one of the few, probably the only positive about being 15th and having an awful season is that the pool you are picking from is much bigger in terms of players. You're not trying to get the creme de la creme. You're just trying to get good players. You ain't trying to get elite players who move the needle. Cunha and Bremo fit that. Very good players. Very, very good players. Are they players to take you over the top if you're trying to win a Prem or a Champs? That's a whole different conversation. But are they perfect for us now? Yes. Same way the strikers we've been linked with. Also, yes. How are we doing? Big up to J Law, man. Big up for the super chat. Appreciate it. Says I might be the only one, but there are players that only perform every blue moon. Seat them in the reserves, punish them for their greed, and they would not get picked for the World Cup. How do you, by the way? Big up to you for J Law for the super chat. I appreciate it. I've done said this, what you said it, and I agree with you in regards to these players only perform once every blue moon. See the call their bluff. Call their bluff, 100%. Call their bluff. It's a World Cup year. They're not sitting out. Rashford, Garnacho, Sancho, Anthony. I'll even throw Malacia in there. Them man are not sitting out for to miss out for their respective countries. You got Rashford and Sancho for England, Garnacho for Argentina, Anthony for Brazil, Malacia for Netherlands. All have been capped by their countries before. All will be like, all right, if I have a good season, and you never know with injuries and what happens, or poor form for other players in my position, I can be on that plane. There is a mid-30s, by the way, J-Law, to answer your question. No, what's the source on this, Tazo? I didn't see this. Did you see we've almost agreed a deal with Leicester for Ndidi? Nope. I didn't see this. Nah. I didn't see this. And Tazo crazy says, don't get me wrong, Sancho as a whole as a footballer, but I'm doing the same as him. Give me my money. I've done said this. I don't think, by the way, I disagree with the first part, but Tazo gonna be Tazo. But yes, I am not giving up 100. I'm not taking 100K less, or 50K less, or 150K less. F you pay me. F you pay me my money. People can talk about, well, that's not the way to go as a professional footballer. You're going to get that money down the line. Cool. That's your perspective on it. Mine is pay me. I am not taking 100K less. I'm not taking 50K less a week. Pay me my money and then I'll be on my way. I'm not taking over, what is it, 9 million, over nearly 10 million a year less. 10 million over a year less. So I'm not taking 1 million over a year less. Footballer or not, I'm not just giving up money. No, pay me. Because you have the means to pay me my money. I'm not saying that I'm not taking 5 million less. Bear in mind that clip, shout out to Prime because he did a great job with that. I'm about my bread. The profession is all well and good. I'm about my money. I have to look after me. I have to look after my family. I have to look after the generations below me. I'm not taking I'm not taking nearly 9 million less or 5 million, however much it works out. Like, and I said, shout out to Prime because I'm the guy who said, yes, I would play for Liverpool for 200K a week. What are we doing out here? I had someone in the chat try to tell me, how could you're a fake fan. How could you do that? You know why? Because I got myself and people to look after. That's why. 200K a week to kick ball in the Premier League for Liverpool. I'm doing it. What are you doing out here? And if you don't do that, you don't care about your family like that. I hearing all that rubbish. Fairs, you lot can pass up millions. Yeah, I'm not in a situation to do so at all. Not in a situation. I'm not. And to J Law says, how about you play better and get you what you deserve? I hear that, but I signed a contract. With the Sancho thing, I signed a contract. That money is owed to me. Pay me my money. And it's not like you don't have the money to pay me. Pay me. Flawless United selling 4 attacking players. Do you think United signed 4 attackers? So we got, I think, Cunha's here. I think we get Bremo. I think we get a striker. No, I think we get 3. I think we get 3. I don't think we sign 4. It's 3. I'd say, because we got enough. If you add in, Cunha's here, add in Bremo and add in a striker, that's enough. Because you'd have Bremo, Cunha, Maino, Xerxes, striker, Mount, Ahmad. Look, I'm up to 7 right there, and there's probably an attacker. Hoyland, 8, even though the quality of him's terrible. Cheeto, 9. You got more than enough attackers for those 2 10 roles in the striker role, even though the quality of some of them is terrible. So, yeah, I think we'll get 3. Any guarantee Cunha and Bremo won't perform every blue moon? After all, it's Manchester United they're coming to. There's no guarantee with any player, so we can only go off previous. And there's nothing to suggest that Cunha and Bremo won't perform it. Because more often than not, when you sign from within the Premier League, players perform well. This has been Manchester United. Vast majority of our successful players have come from within the Premier League. Not all, but actually I can't say most. A hell of a lot. That's what I'd say. Go back to the 90s all the way up until now. A lot of our better players have performed, was in the Premier League. So with Bremo and Cunha, I would say so, yes. Because they start for most teams in the Premier League. The reason why players haven't performed at Manchester United is because we've one, they haven't been good enough, and 2, they haven't been good enough, and then the players around them haven't been good enough. Whereas in Bremo and Cunha, I have no doubts that they perform. 0 doubts. And they're good foils for each other too. That's what I'd say. Rashford to Barca is much more likely due to Nico staying at Bilbao. Diaz will cost an insane amount. They couldn't register Nico already. They think they're going to register Diaz. Barcelona always find a way around it. You know what I'm saying? They always find a way around it all the time. Always find a way around it. Ben Jacobs was the source for Ndidi deal. He's been top this summer. Actually, he said we aren't close to agreement. It's something we're discussing. Yeah, Ben Jacobs has been on it this summer, Fairs. Nah, I was just asking Taza because it was news to me in regards to the source. But Fairs, here we are. Let's go. Any trolling in the chat, people, would you well just be blocked? I'm all for running jokes and running bants, but please make it funny at least. Gifted, big up to the Herbsman. Gifted, 5 memberships. Hey, Herbsman, appreciate it. Hey, want to see smoke emojis, fire emojis in the chat to Herbsman, man. Appreciate it. Big up. I know some of you lot, a lot of you lot have joined over from the raid from the terrace. A lot of you lot have joined over from the raid from back again as well. So I want to see smoke emojis, fire emojis. Everyone big him up in the chat. Herbsman, thank you for gifting 5 memberships. Appreciate it. Link is in the pinned comment for the 5 memberships as well, people. Link's in the pinned comment. It is. Big up. Appreciate it. Yeah, man. Like, if you're going to troll, at least make it funny. Like, I'm all for the jokes. At least make it funny. I'm talking there about all shit like this. All right, like, make it funny. Man, in the chat talking about, Manchester's blue. Okay. So, like, and come on, man. We got to do better than that. This is for real. We got to do better than that. I'm watching a Manchester United stream talking about who cares. Clearly you, because you're here. Or watch a City stream. Like, again, I'm just lost. Big up to J-Law. Says, the players we want to sell this formation, our manager would have never bought. So most of the world football knows Ruben doesn't need to play these players. Nobody wants our players. Toxicity. Hey, I agree with this apart from nobody wanting the players. There's genuine interest. We're causing our own problem with putting the prices too high. This whole one in 50 million for this player, 60 million for that, 70 million for that. Again, this is all reports. 40 million for Rashford. Again, I repeat it. This 5 that Fabrizio Romano mentioned, if we get 100 million for them, fantastic business. If they average out 20 million a piece, or even if it's 30 here and then another one's 10, or 35 here and another one's 15, phenomenal business. We fail to realize where we're at. It seems the club have no idea where they're at. That seems to be the case, that the club have no idea the situation we're in regards to the selling of these players. And that's why I didn't like what Romano said about exploring solutions. So what are the new solutions? Here we go. To allow them time to explore solutions further. Solutions been the same. There's no new solutions whatsoever. Solutions been the same. Someone tell me what the new solution is. What did they not know on the 1st of July that they now know on the 4th? Let's talk from a hypothetical standpoint. Flawless, what's the goal and assist target for Cunha and Bremo? In the league, 10 and 10, both of them. So when I say 10 and 10, 20 GNA. So whether it's 12 goals, 8 assists, or it's 12 assists, 8 goals, 20 GNA overall. That's the assist record. And it can't be first half of the season great and then the second half of the season terrible. So they can't, I don't know, in the first 10 games, pick up. All right, in the first 20 games, they're flying. And you've got I don't know, 5 assists and 5 goals. Actually, more than that. Let's say they got 15 GNA overall in the first 20 games. And then the following, what would that be? 18. The following 18 games, they get 3 GNA. It has to be, they got to be consistent. Can't be that. Can't be a fire couple months and then the goals and assists dry up and then a fire couple. No. Got to be consistent. And I expect that from them. That's why when people say, oh, what makes it think that they won't play well? What points to them doing badly? Nothing points to Mbeumo and Cunha doing badly because nobody rates Brentford and Wolves highly and they perform there. So why are they going to come here and not perform here? Why would they not? Because nobody rates Brentford and Wolves highly. Even if you think they're better than Manchester United, there's not much in it. People are not here saying, hey, go and get all those players from Brentford. Or, yo, go get all them players from Wolves. So they performed in teams that weren't really, really too good. Granted, Thomas Frank's a good manager. The Wolves manager's not really sought after. Outside of Visa, he's the only other one I hear with Brentford. Oh, here, man, talking about, you know what, go get Damsgaard. People clowned Arsenal about Norgard. Just saying. But when it's Manchester United, it's always over the top. Big up to the Herbsman for the super chat. Appreciate it. Says, what are the expectations for next season? Where do you think we'll finish in the league? What does the team look like, Herbsman? I can only answer this question in full when I know what the team looks like. How many players have we brought in? Who have we brought in? What players have we sold? Once I know those things, I can answer this in full. It's not looking good right now, but is Cunha a step in the right direction? Yes. But if you say we get him and Bremo, striker, 2 midfielders and a goalkeeper, then my expectations are going to be vastly different if it's just Cunha and Bremo, striker and a midfielder, which I think is the latter. So if the goalkeeper's still in check, that's a big problem right there. Onana still in goal. And how many of these players stay? Because this manager's daft enough to play this low. He's definitely foolish enough to make these terrible decisions and play this low. So if Garnacho, Rashford, Sancho, Antony are still here, he'll play this lot. Do not get this misunderstood. And he'll also play the other terrible players who are still here. So add in the 5 that are still here that could play, even though I think some of them will leave, yeah. But let's say they all stay or some of them stay. You add that in. You still got Højlund. You still got Mount. You still got Maguire. You still got Shaw. You still got Onana. There's still a lot of terrible players here. And we have a terrible manager who's then going to pick these terrible players in a terrible and then put them into a terrible system that's not functioning. So, yeah, that's the answer to your question, Herbsman. Ask me that when the window's shut. That's what I'd say. Flores, do you think bad deals in the past has led Manchester United to being looked at as a joke at board level, meaning both selling and buying players has become more difficult? I think the buying players has become more difficult, yes. Because I think Manchester United tax is a thing, which is why I don't really have no qualms with who we're targeting and how things are going. You haven't really heard me complain about targets. The Bremo deal, yeah, we should have got it done with the second bid, but that's incompetence. Selling, no, because we sold very well last summer. We made 120 million. United sold very well last summer. Extremely well. It was a record for us. So the selling part, I don't think is tough. I think they're making it an issue. But do I think it's tough to sell? No, because I just watched you have a record window last season with The crop of players now is better than the players you sold. Their stocks were higher. We sold, what was it like? McTominay, Fred, Alanga, I think Alvaro Fernandez, like Willie Campbell-Waller. Look at the players we sold. And then look at the names you mentioned. This is a better group to sell. As bad as these players are. Can't tell me that Rashford is not, and Garnacho are not have higher stocks than a McTominay and a Fred. And like I said, there's more of them too. The only two senior ones who were playing regularly were McTominay and Fred. These lot have actually played. All right, Sancho's been out on loan, but he played at Chelsea. He played at Dortmund. Rashford played at Villa. Garnacho's been playing here. Antony played at Betis and played well. But last year, I swear he won the Eredivisie. So he played. I don't know how much he played. But yeah. I hope that answers your question, African King. Ryan B, man said top 6. Whoa. Slow that down. I say top 6. No, with this look. Flawless, Ahmad, and Burmo, Onana, Mazo will miss at least 5 to 6 due to AFCON. Do you think you need options to cop that? Well, Onana missing is definitely a plus. And Bremo, if we do what we're supposed to, won't be as big of a miss. Even though it'll be a miss, you got other attackers there. You got Ahmad's gone. You got Maino. You got Xerxes. You got Cunha. You got hopefully a striker. You should have enough there. Obviously, I don't know what I'm running during that period either. Ahmad will be a miss at wing back, yes. He will be a miss. Ahmad's probably the biggest. And then Maz, I'm not really, even though I rate Maz and he's consistently good, you got enough centre backs. You are of quality. You got Euro, you've got Delit, you've got Heaven, you've got Martinez. You should be all right. Dalot can play right-sided centre back. You should be all right. Big up to Dan. What are you saying, man? Hope you're blessed, fam. Hope you're blessed. PO says, yeah, I'm just based off the fact we're linked with the right players this summer. That's not something we've had in past windows. Agreed. That is something we've not had, and that's something I've praised this new regime for. The buying and selling has been good. Last summer, the buying was good. Only one I think was a miss was Agate. January was good with Dorgu and Heaven, in my opinion. And when I say this, people, I'm talking about the prices these players were brought in for. Have they been to that value or more? I think everybody has been to the value of money or more. Euro, even though he had a shaky start, came into his own towards the back end of the season. Like the latter few months was very good. And I look at it and go 60 million, cool. Delit, 40 million, cool. Do I look at Delit and go, were you 40 million pounds worth of player? Yes. Maz was 12 million. Bargain of the last window. Heaven, I think, was $1 million. Yeah. Heaven was only $1 million. Who else? Dorgu, 25 million, yes. I think you're good enough to, that's backup money. So I think you're good enough to be a backup left wing back, yeah. So I think, what's his face? Cunha, 60 million, steal. Starts for everybody else in the Premier League. To get a player for 60 million who start, whether it's the left wing or 10 or both, he starts for everyone else in the Premier League. So, same way in Bremo starts, not for everyone, but most. And that's what we need to start doing again, is buying the best from within the Premier League. And Cunha's a great start. And Bremo go and follow that up. That's why I'd like to see us go and get Mattel. If we don't go and get on Oshiman or somebody like that. Midfield's a little bit light. Would have loved Belieber. But Belieber and another player. That's what we needed to do. We should have got 2 central midfielders, but we messed up not selling Bruno. That Bruno money could have just... Same way we're trying to completely change the attack, we could have completely changed the midfield. Now we got Bruno in that pivot, so that midfielder next to him going to struggle. Where do I think Manchester United finish next season with this current squad? With everyone as it is, it's the same, but we'll be better off with Cunha, 10th, I'd say. I think teams around us have gotten much weaker. Like Brentford are weaker, no Thomas Frank. All right, and Bremo's still there because he's currently still there, but no Thomas Frank. Flecken's gone. Norgard's gone. That hits them. Bournemouth, 3 of their back 4 have been sold. So that's why I'd say, yeah, 10th. Yeah. Thing is, I'd take Douglas Luiz. That's the thing. Alone. I'd take Douglas Luiz alone, but it has to be Douglas Luiz, and he's technically what we need, someone to raise the levels in there. I'd take Douglas Luiz on alone. I think top 10 for United next year is good progress. Not if we do what we're supposed to. If top 10 is good progress, that means we didn't do what we were supposed to in the window, which I'll be fuming about, which they are more than capable of as well. United Usu says Leach out till Jan. Yeah, and AFCON's December and January, so he'll be back around AFCON time. Nah, I don't want Dumfries. Leave Dumfries alone as a wing back. Leave Dumfries. And if we're going to get a wing back, get a left wing back. If we're getting a wing back. Because I like Ahmad as a right wing back. So if you're getting a wing back, we need a left-sided one, not a right-sided one, in my opinion. Yeah. I meant in response to your prediction with the current squad. Oh, yeah. But again, that's if the squad is the same, we messed up. And this is a great point, nephew. He says, nah, I hear it, but you ain't got no defensive player to play with him. It's the same issue as Bruno in the pivot. Where we messed up, though, nephew, is because we've kept Bruno, we have to sacrifice something in the midfield. So we either have to sacrifice from a defensive standpoint in the midfield, or we have to sacrifice not having someone in there who's technically good and can progress the ball and is press resistant and has good short range and long range passing. We've got to what's the word I'm looking for? We've got to sacrifice. I'm not happy about it, because it should be two. I've mentioned all summer long, in particular when the whole Bruno situation was going on. You sell him and then you bring in two of those midfielders as a profile. Two of those midfielders profiles. But because Bruno's in there, you have to sacrifice one. And because we have three centre-backs, I sacrifice the defensive side of things. And I'm tired of us not being able to play out from the back. I'm tired of it. So bring me a play. Let's just be barbecue chicken in there. I'm not cool with it, but I accept that's where we're at. So put Bruno alongside someone who's defensively not good, but he's technically very, very good. Can switch the play. Can go from left to right. Long range passing, short range passing, weight of pass. Can drop the shoulder and go. We need that in midfield. Douglas Luiz fits that profile. Again, it's barbecue chicken on defense. But you have three centre-backs. One of the centre-backs can step out. It's not ideal, but it is what we are. Oh, yeah, of course, Amaral will be sacked. Not solely because of Bruno, but Bruno will play his part. 100%. God, Bruno better have a Messi-like season. If not, if he has 6 to 10 performances, I would look at him like I do Rash and the rest of the outsiders. I already do J-Law, but we messed up. We messed up not selling him. Should have sold him. And then we could have used that 110, 120 million to reinvest in that area and sign two players, two midfielders in there and get both profiles that were needed. But now I'm sat here saying, hey, we got to sacrifice one or the other. We have to either sacrifice defense or sacrifice progressing the ball and being technically good in there. Because of the three centre-backs, I'm sacrificing the defense. Let the midfield get ran through. And this is on that manager and the club. You don't want to keep Bruno, so here you go. You don't want to keep him. This is on you lot. This is on you lot. See what else you lot are saying in the chat. Yes, like Dan said, smash the likes and share the stream with Jinan. Yes, run up the likes because we're only at how many likes? How many likes? 89 likes. Girls up to 100 likes, people. Girls up to 100 likes. Hit the subscribe button on the channel, please. Hit the notification bell, Sarcasm City TV. Make sure you follow my new Twitter as well, people. Yes, it's flawless on Twitter. Follow the new Twitter. Yes, it's flawless also on Instagram at Sarcasm City TV on all socials. Follow the playback as well, because that's where the Club World Cup watch-alongs will be going down. Whole heap of content you don't get here. www.playback.tv/Sarcasm City TV. That's playback.tv/Sarcasm City TV. Or just download the Playback app from your app store, people. Just download it. If you didn't want to go, what can United do? If you're paying them the big bucks, you got to firm in playing. No, you don't, Connor. You force it. What do you mean if you don't? You think every player we sold is not what has wanted to stay, has wanted to go. You accept the bid and say you are no longer, you are surplus to requirements and keep it moving. The fact that we left that deal in his hand, that decision in his hands is crazy. You accept the bid, gone. You will no longer, again, put your foot down. Manchester United, you're the employer, not the employee. The employees don't tell you what to do. I employ you. I don't work for you. You work for me. He's an employee of Manchester United Football Club. This is not Bruno Fernandes Football Club. He don't tell us. If we want to sell, so you accept the bid and tell him accept the terms. Otherwise, you won't play here. Same way with Sancho. Guess what? He gonna move. He gonna move. But Manchester United ain't smart enough to do them type of things. Big up PFC as well, man. Big up every single time. He's talking about, yeah, you laughing because you know I'm right. That's what it is. Like someone telling me on pro clubs, oh, I must play here, or I want to play. What? Okay, what's this? Oh, they're just saying some instant StreamYard just something just popped up across the top of the screen. That's all they're saying is some issues. But it seems it's all right. Flawless, who's your ideal goalkeeper? Emi Martinez. Ties back into what I was saying. Go get the best from the rest inside the Premier League, which I put Emi Martinez in that group. Exactly. Here we go. Thinking about it, my company sacked someone not coming into the office. No mercy. Exactly my point. Your guy couldn't say, well, I'm staying, and I bet your company isn't Manchester United Football Club. It's not a £1 billion corporation. It's not a £1 billion business, which Manchester United is. One of the biggest sporting franchises in the world. Absolute juggernaut. Absolute juggernaut. Close this off. It's throwing me off. Like, what are we doing? I've been let go from many a job. Man couldn't say, no, I'm staying. But yes, back to this. Ideal goalkeeper, Emi Martinez. Premier League, one of the best from Premier League proven, one of the best of the rest. Don't have to worry about him settling into the league. Don't have to worry about him settling into the country. I don't know if he's got family. You don't have to worry about them settling in. He's down the road. Birmingham to Manchester is not far. He's literally down the road in Birmingham. Experienced. Actually, let me scratch that because I held that. But he's experienced in a good way. Experienced in regards to he's been on big stages before. Played in a World Cup, won a World Cup, played in the Champions League, played in the Premier League. Nothing ain't gonna phase him, and he has the person that alongside the skill of the goalkeeper that he has, because I think he's a good shot stopper, good distributor, does all the goalkeeping things well, competent goalkeeper. He also has the personality as well to be a Manchester United player. We need some fire and fight. He's the type of guy who slaps someone. And again, I'm not saying we should be out there slapping people, but I'm saying having that is needed. Your goalkeepers are a little crazy anyway, but you need that in your team. Yeah, I don't think there's a successful team. All right, let me scratch that. There's not been a successful Manchester United team that doesn't have that strong personality, and I think he breeds confidence into the defense as well. So for me, Emi Martinez, I just want a goalkeeper that does the basics. Catch that. All I need a goalkeeper that does that. Stop ball, catch ball, kick ball. So when the ball's going towards the goal, I need him to stop it. When the ball's in the area, I need him to catch it. And when he has the ball at his feet, I just need him to pass it 5 yards left or right. Pass it left or right. I don't need all this fancy stuff. I don't need my goalkeeper on the center circle and sweeper keeping and all this stuff and all that. No, I just need him to do basic goalkeeping stuff. That's all I need from my goalkeeper. That's it. That's it. And yeah, it was. Oh, I forgot who gifted the memberships. Big him up again. Let me get to it. Big up to the Herbsman. He gifted 5 memberships. So big up the Herbsman again. That's it. The man said the aura of Emi is unreal. Man saying he's past it. You crazy, Tazo. He's top 5 goalkeepers last season in the Premier League. What are we talking about here? He was top 5. There were 5 better goalkeepers than Emi Martinez last year. And he's top 5 now. How many goalkeepers in the Premier League are better than him right now as we speak? Like legit. All goalkeepers better than him. He's right up there. He's right up there. Like he's top 5. Name me the 5. So now the quality is not us. What are we talking about here? He's a good goalkeeper. He's not us. He's top 5. It's only Alisson that's it. Nah, I disagree. That it's only Alisson. Becco, the Vicario wasn't good. Flecken's just gone, but Flecken a solid goalkeeper. Sells a solid goalkeeper. Not great. Good goalkeepers. Rayo, good goalkeeper. Not great. Good Tazo. Good. I don't think he's great. Good. He's a good goalkeeper. Like saying Martinez is past it is crazy. Yeah, he's a good goalkeeper. But Reyes, whether you have him above Raya or not, the point is I'm saying is Reyes is a good goalkeeper. Martinez is a good goalkeeper. Flecken, even though he's gone, is a good goalkeeper. Sells is a good goalkeeper. Obviously, Alisson's the cut above yet. Trying to think. Let me look at the table. Pope at Newcastle, good goalkeeper. Who's Brighton's goalkeeper? Is it who's their goalkeeper? Is it Verbruggen? Is it like we need, but he can become great. We need good. Who's the great Taza? Who's the great goalkeeper out there? We just need to get back to good. Who's the great goalkeeper out there then? Who's the goalkeepers that levels above Martinez that's available? Who? Yeah, no one's great. That's the point I'm making. Good goalkeepers. Like, good. That's what it is. Who's the great goalkeepers that are available? So Milinkovic-Savic is a great goalkeeper. He's great. Is he great? He's a great goalkeeper, we're saying. Come on, man. I ain't even watched him like that, so I don't know. But that's what you're telling me, Taza, that he's a great goalkeeper. Come on, man. What are we doing, man? What are we doing, man? Great. Or is he just good? Who I keep hearing about this? Is he a great goalkeeper? Taza, is Atalanta, is Milinkovic-Savic a great goalkeeper? Same way with Marco, is it Kaneshi, the Atalanta goalkeeper? Is he a great goalkeeper? I don't know. I'm asking because I ain't watched these, man. I have because I don't watch Serie A like that, so I can't comment. Great. All right. Yeah, like it is what it is. Like, who cares? Like, I'll watch all that. Bring me Emi Martinez. He's a good goalkeeper, man. Good goalkeeper, does the job. Cheap. Like, that's a yeah, price point is the sticking point. I don't get. Go get good. Go get good, man. That's what it is. And how old is Emi Martinez? Let's see. How old is he? Oh, he's 32, so he's in his prime years. Saying go and get him, man. We're not in the whole. We're not trying to jump from where we're at now to win the league. We watch what Arsenal did with Ramsdale and Raya. That's what we need to do. That's what we do. That's what it is. Same way, I don't think. Who do I put it? I don't put Bremo in the great bracket. I think he's very good. He's a very, very good. I think he's very good. But I don't put him in great, but he's exactly what we need. I think Cunha could be. I put him in that stature. That's why I want Mattel. You just go get good players. Great is not it, right? Well, obviously, if you can get a great player, yes. But go get good, competent, and you'll be fine. That's what Arsenal did to improve. That's when they got Ramsdale and then they got Rayo. Like, and Martinez is better than Ramsdale. I think he's stuck, and I put him. Yeah, and I think he's better than Rayo actually, and I rate Rayo. But hey, move. That's it. To me, it sounds like there's a lot to be done, but I don't know how to get it done. Faz. And yeah, punish Sam. I don't think we signed a goalkeeper. Martinez had to play behind 12 different centre-back partnerships. You know how foot that is. Yeah, and he just fits. Like I said, I don't watch goalkeepers outside of the Premier League like that to know. But I'm saying Emi Martinez is a good goalkeeper. If he's not a good goalkeeper, people tell me what he doesn't do well. What does he not? Oh yeah, these man, yeah, you just doing him a disservice, Connor. Czech and Van der Sar and Alisson, they're bad and great. It's like three of the best goalkeepers we've ever seen in the Premier League. These men are like elite. That's literally 3 of the best goalkeepers we've ever seen in the Premier League. Scratch that. That's probably my top 3. That's probably my top 3 you just named there, like in the Premier League ever, to me. I said check Van der Sar, Alisson. Like, them man are levels clear. Like, I don't think there's one of them around. I don't think there's one of them around. I don't think. Yeah, I agree. Alisson's he's one of the best goalkeepers in Prem. I don't think he's the best, but he's right up there. I don't think he's better than Chuck, but he's right up there. I said Paul Robinson, this guy, find shame, man. Find shame. What's wrong with you? All right, final few questions before we close out, people. I run up the likes. We're only at 98 likes, people. And have you lot been hitting the subscribe button? Because you're clearly here enjoying the show. So I might have to remind them United solo dolo more often. Because normally Mondays and Tuesdays I don't. I just start running them when news breaks. How many of you lot have hit the subscribers? Yeah, I think the subscribers has gone up. Right. Yo, 15,183. Hey, get us to 190, people. I'm only asking for 7 more of you lot to hit that subscribe button. There's over 300 people here. I know there's 7 subscribers who have not hit the subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button. That's all I'm asking you lot to do. Get us to 15,190. Hit that subscribe button and get us to 100 likes as well. We're at 99 likes. Flawless, Osimhen or Gyökeres? Osimhen. Osimhen's been top of my list. Before Gyökeres wanted Arsenal, they was 1 and 2. They was 1 and 2. But Osimhen, yes. Because even though he don't fit profile-wise with Mbeumo and Acuna, I keep saying this, we just got to idiot-proof the squad and give this manager as limited options as possible of picking bad players. We got to limit his ability to pick bad players by limiting the amount of bad players in the team. So just bring in Osimhen. Bring him Osimhen so he can't play Højlund, or he can't play Mount, or he can't play Garnacho or Rashford, etc., etc. Like, you can't bring these lot in. Really, really. So that's what it is. But yeah, Osimhen's top of my list. I just want us to just go OP, just go pace and power to the fullest. That's where I'm at with it. Go pace and power to the fullest, and just straight Wakanda forever, man. That's what I'm looking at. Him and Mbeumo in the 2 of the front 3. And then you got Ahmad backing that up. Yeah. I don't know, Jess. I'm not sure. But yeah, no stress. If this guy lowers the wages, he would be perfect, man. I need a goal scorer, man. I'm tired of these project players. I hear you on that. We do agree on this. Again, Tazo, I've said this before, negotiate. Do I think he's worth the big wages? No. But sit down at the table with him and negotiate something. He wants 300K a week. Offer him 200K a week, for example, and then put clauses in there, bonuses, both individual and team-wise. All right, if you score X amount of goals, you get this. If you get X amount of assists, you get this. If we win this amount of games, you get this. If we win these amount of games in a row, you get this. If we win this trophy, you get this. If we win this bigger trophy, you get this. If we win 2, you get this. List goes on. Negotiate with him. And he might turn around and say, no, cool. But his options are limited. Because unless he goes back to Galatasaray, he ain't staying at Napoli. There's only a handful of clubs that can afford those big wages and profile the club he wants to go to. You actually need a striker. There's Manchester United. You could say Chelsea, Arsenal, Liverpool. That's it. It's literally United, Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool. Forget the 2 Spanish clubs. Forget Real Madrid, Barcelona. Bayern Munich got Kane. PSG don't fit in there. So forget those clubs. I'm trying to think, is there anyone else European-wise? No, PSG, Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, Barcelona. Forget the Italian clubs. They ain't paying him those big wages either. So, and I believe he's on the last year of his deal. I think he is. 1 second. Let me check. I think he's on the last year of his deal. Let me double check this. His deal runs out this year. His deal runs out this year. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. Does he have a year extension? Let me check. This is from ESPN because he signed in 2023 December. I don't think it is. I'll tell you ever. So this is crazy. His deal runs out this year. Try to get him a loan or something. All right. All right. What is this? Again? My thing. We need someone with swagger and cockiness as a striker. I hear that. I hear that. He would be my ideal midfield side in this summer. Well, we need two. Baliba would have been one. Definitely. And then a technical baller, but there's no one that stands out. Because not like unless it's like high profile players, like in other leagues. I don't watch other leagues to watch other players like that to make a fair assessment of them. So it'd be very, very unfair to do so. So that's why I don't comment, like even when we're talking about goalkeepers, that's why I don't really comment on Milinkovic, Savic, or Qureshi, or anybody like that. I don't comment on these players. You know, I like what I've seen and what I've heard about Milinkovic, Savic, for example. But yeah, Beliebers definitely would be one. And then two, we need two midfielders. We need two profiles in there because our midfield is just lacking. But because we kept Bruno, it's like, yo, just go get the they go get the technically high quality player who's great on the ball. That's what I'd say. I'm not sure. Probably Taza. Belieber would be perfect. We do need a powerhouse. And then we also need someone technically alongside him also. But yeah. And to someone who mentioned about Cunha, here we go. To Frenzy, who said Cunha got the 10 shirt now, therefore over for Rashford. Yeah, that's what Fabrizio retweeted. That it's over for him and it's been over. So it's like, that is a positive. It seems him, Garnacho. It seems all the players it's over for. Now it's just selling him. I think I said this. Did I say this? Yeah, on the 1st of July when we did a ManDem United, I said, how many players do I think we sign and sell? I think we sign 2 players. I think we sell 2 players. Is that enough? No. But this, again, that's this month. I think we signed Mbuemo and a striker. And I think we sell 2 players, which is probably Garnacho and Antony. I want to be wrong. Hopefully we bring in more players. Hopefully we sell more players. But do I believe in the month of July? No. And then August, probably a loan deal for like, Sancho's in the last year, probably a loan deal for Rashford or some foolishness. And then we may bring in a midfielder. Because all the goalkeeping noise are going quiet. But, yeah. Stinks, man. Absolutely stinks. Big up, Hano, as well. Hope you're blessed. Yeah, man. Straight Wakandan power. It's definitely more breaking news if guys were sold. 100%. All right, I think that's it. We've discussed everything Manchester United-wise, people. Again, make sure you get over to the playback. For instance, the Palmeiras-Chelsea game, that watch-along will not be here on the YouTube channel. That watch-along will be over on the Sarcasm City TV playback. I'm dropping the link in the chat right now as we speak. www.playback.tv/Sarcasm City TV. That's playback.tv/Sarcasm City TV. Or just download the playback app from your app store, people, right there. The same way you watch and comment on YouTube. Same way you sign up to YouTube and you watch and comment on here. It's the exact same on playback. Club World Cup watch-alongs, gaming content, pro clubs is all over there. And when the Premier League season is back, Premier League, Champions League, Europa League, all over there. NBA watch-alongs. We do the regular season, play-ins, playoffs, conference finals, both East and West, and the finals as well. We did the Thunder and Pacers every single game. Some of the games were on the YouTube, but all over on the playback. So there's a whole heap of content. Boxing as well. Watch-alongs will be over there. Eubank Jr. versus Conor Benn 2. That'll be over on the playback. Usyk Dubois 2. Crawford Canelo. If Fury and AJ actually fight, that'll be over there as well. Isn't? Yo, this nigga's so press resistant is ridiculous, yo. Never seen anything like it. That's why I allow him. I'm just like, yo, man tries it. And yeah, if my midfield had that type of press resistance, we win the fucking lot. But big up to Lewis every single time he put chills. I'm going to shout you, Lewis, as well. You going live. If you're not going live, I'm going to hit you up, Lewis. But you lot, make sure you subscribe to my bro, Lewis. Let me put that back on the screen. Carefree Lewis G. Carefree Lewis G, people. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't. It's underneath in the description. It's on the featured channel page. Subscribe to Carefree Lewis G. Yeah, that's why he's laughing, yo. At the point in the chat, I was just like, yeah, this guy. All right, no stress, Lewis. No stress. To J-Law saying, as soon as you said NBA, I definitely found the right YouTuber. Big up to you, man, J-Law, because I know you're new here. So, yes, but the vast majority of the NBA content is on the playback. That's where it is. Most of the NBA content. We have the Courtside Commentary podcast we do here occasionally on the YouTube, but it's over on the playback. So get over there as well. Got you, Warrior J. Clubs tonight depends on availability, Vodge. I'm going to shout everyone in the chat right now and see what they're saying. That's what it is. It's been a while since you did a solo edition. When's the last time you did a solo edition of this pod? Because it used to be a regular thing. I think it was like Tuesdays and Thursdays or something like that, or when I did it on Friday or Mondays. No, it was Mondays actually. That was it. Yeah, it's on what's it called? What was I gonna say? Yeah, I think it was Mondays I used to do it, but then because the news breaking and the ManDem had stuff to say. But what I'll do for you lot during the summer window is when news breaks on Manchester United, I go live and do solo editions. Like I wasn't planning to do this, but then Fabrizio tweeted what he tweeted. So I'll start doing that. I'll go live either that day or the day after. Either or. Where we at? Yes, I do. Big up to J Law, says love from Chicago. Hey, big up, man. Love from the Midwest. Love that. Says I'm on playback. Yes, I do have VIPs on there. Yes. I did a deal with playback. So I give out the VIPs for the NBA games. Yeah. Missing it already. I need to get a Courtside Commentary podcast patterned as well. I might shout the ManDem about that tonight, actually, and see what they're saying. Might pattern that. But yeah, like I said, Canelo Crawford, Usyk Dubois to Eubank Jr., Conor Benn to all the boxing. UFC's over there as well. We do UFC watch-alongs as well as everything else that I've mentioned. And on top of that, I know it's a lot of information, but there's new people here. You see all the shows you get on the YouTube channel, apart from watch-alongs, fan calling shows, and the gaming content. We're on all audio platforms as well. Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud, etc., etc. All of these things, people. So if you're on Spotify and you just want to listen audio only, maybe you don't want YouTube using up all your data. Maybe you prefer to listen to podcasts just in the more traditional form. So we're on Spotify. So all you people who use Spotify for music, podcasts, or both, type in Sarcasm City TV, follow 5-star. Same with iTunes, Apple Podcasts, same with SoundCloud, etc., etc. People. Yo, Flawless United and Juventus just reached an agreement for Sancho, 25 million euros. Now it's on Sancho to agree a contract. 25 million euros, which is okay. 20 million pounds. Cool. That's what I was saying. If you get 20 million for each of these 5, cool. That's a great start. That's a great start. If you can get 21 million and get Douglas Luiz on loan because they're part of the deal, good. That's good. That works. That works. Pick up Jay says, oh, this nigga don't sleep. He loves the sport. Gotta work, man. We're always live. Sarcasm City, a city that never sleeps, man. Always live. Whether it's here on the YouTube, whether it's on the playback, or whether it's both. Because we'll be back live tonight, definitely for the Palmeiras-Chelsea game. I'm supposed to do United-Chelsea show, United-Spurs show, but I need to talk to all the panelists and see what's what. It's kind of quiet with news as well. So, yeah, that's why I was like, all right, let me make sure I go live. Live here every day, people. You already know. Source on the Sancho News Sport Media set. All right, cool. So what's the deal? They're saying it's 25 million euros. So 20 million pound, basically. 21 million pound. They've agreed. The clubs have agreed. Thoughts on Fury versus Usyk 3. Is it happening? Or did Tyson Fury just say that? Because Usyk got to fight Dubois. I know he announced it, but that's not been confirmed. If it happens, 2 elite fighters. I'd prefer to see Fury AJ, though, because I've seen this twice. That Usyk beat Dubois. In the ideal world, Usyk can face Dubois. He'll beat him. Fury faces AJ. That's what it is, man. That Usyk face Dubois, Fury take on AJ. And then go from there. Has anyone confirmed it? He said it for April next year. But has anyone else confirmed it? You know what Tyson Fury's like? Because that's probably the Turk who said that. Has he confirmed that? We know what Tyson Fury's like. And does that change if Dubois beats Usyk? I have a feeling Rashford, let's call him a donkey. I have a feeling Rashford is a big up Canadian Cam. I have a feeling Rashford is the dude to loan out because we can't take a low fee on dude with talent, seeing Alanga go for it. Again, we have to. Oh, Canadian Cam, do we just keep loaning him out till his contract expires? We're not getting big money for Rashford. Alanga's stocks are higher right now than Rashford's in regards to the when I say that, the power of negotiation. Nottingham Forest are the A side of that negotiation. They don't have to sell Alanga. So therefore, they can command 55 million for him. Rashford wants to leave. We want to sell Rashford. We've got to stop looking at it like this. Alanga's going for 55 million. Great deal for Forest. Do I think Alanga's worth 55 million? No. Great deal for Forest, though. Guess what? The reason why they can get a great deal like that because they're negotiating from a position of power. And also, Newcastle are slightly desperate because they've been getting rejected left, right, and center. And Bremo rejected them. João Pedro rejected them. There's another attacker as well. I'm forgetting, but that's 2 off the top of the dome. That's what it is. We got to stop looking at what other clubs is doing and focus on what we've got. Just because our houses are just because we live on the same street does not mean our houses are worth the same. Because the interior is different. One's got a 6-bedroom, one's got a 2-bedroom. One's got a loft and a wine cellar. This other one has neither. It's not the same. It's not the same. Big up to Canal, says big up Flawless. I see last and this transfer window as a model for us going forward in terms of club signings versus for the managers. Do you agree? We should have been doing club signings. I agree with that. We should have been doing club signings a long time ago. And the manager and club signings should align. The manager should have the same sort of idea, similar idea to the club. So like, we want to play this way. So you get a manager who also plays this way. So for instance, we're playing 4-3-3 attacking football. The manager we bring in should play 4-3-3 and play attacking football. Because then at least it aligns. All right, the club want attacking fullbacks. He plays with attacking fullbacks. You play with 2 sitters. He plays with 2 sitters. He likes touchline wingers. You like that's the point I'm getting at. So I do agree. I think we would have if we was cool was playing anywhere. The problem is he's saying he only wants specific clubs. I actually think lots of teams would pay for him off the back of his Villa performance. I disagree with the latter in regards to I think a lot of teams would pay for him in what we want. And who cares? You know what? Canadian Cam, who cares what he wants? Who cares what he wants? We are the dictator. We are the A side of the club. You work for us. We don't work for you. We are the employee. Marcus Rashford works for Manchester United Football Club. He is contracted by Manchester United Football Club. We pay your wages, not the other way around. Therefore, hey, if you want to sit out a year, that's on you, but you won't play here. That's how we have to look at it. This wanting 40 to 50 million for him is ridiculous. Get 30 million for him and move him on. Which is great business, by the way, in my opinion. Like Sancho's been trash, so got to take whatever. Antony didn't show it in the Prem, so that hurts him. Garnacho will get a decent fee for, but fair enough. House analogy is a good one. And that's it, Canadian Cam. Everybody knows, I don't know if I'm guessing, Cam, that you see in the Fabrizio Romano tweets and see the title here about the players wanting to leave. So these players want to leave. The club want to sell them. Therefore, we're B-side. Me and you have a house on the same street. Buyers know you're comfortable in your house. Buyers know I'm leaving the country and need to sell this house. Why are they going to offer us the same price? They know I'm leaving the country and have to sell this house. They know you're comfortable in your house. So why are they going to offer you The same fee they offer me for the exact, in this analogy, the house is the exact same. Next door to each other. Right. You're not, and that's where we're at. Everyone knows we need to sell this lot. And they want to leave. Big up Flawless. What's your opinion on Rash getting his 10 taken off him? I think it's open game since he wanted to dip. Yeah, I'm with it, Josie. Because that just further confirms that he's on the way out. And they said in the tweet, Maurizio Romano said that Manchester United informed Rashford's representative. So that means there's no more remontadas, man. That bridge is burnt. Love it. The bridge is burnt. Love it. No more remontadas. I'm with it. I'm with it. Let's see. What do you think the main problem at your club? Like, what do you say? You get this sorted and Manchester United sorted. Our ownership's the biggest problem. To be quite frank, word to the OG Nuruddin, a fish rots from their head downwards. Our ownership and who's running the club is terrible. Like overall, they are the biggest problems. That doesn't mean the manager's not a problem. That doesn't mean, well, the hierarchy ties into the ownership of the club. But the manager's a problem, yes. Many players at the football club, yes, problems. But yeah, the ownership. Ineos, Glazers, them look. That's our biggest problem, in my opinion. You get new ownership, you want what's best for Manchester United, you have a whole different beast. Whole different beast. Man, I'm saying Northside live. All right. Go send you lot over to him. I'm going to redirect it to Northside in a minute. Again, get over to the playback people. It was J Law who asked before as well, I believe. Let me make sure I got his username right. Yes, I did. Big up J Law for the super chat earlier as well. Shout out to J Law for the super chat. Shout out to Herbsman for the super chat. Shout out to Herbsman for also gifting 5 memberships as well, man. I appreciate you lot, for real. For real. Big up to Pete says big up Flawless. Hope you're blessed. Hope everybody's good as well. What will be an ideal window for you in terms of incomings? Cunha and Bremo, striker, 2 midfielders, goalkeeper. That's ideal. I actually said ideal. Left wing back as well. Because then you've improved you've literally changed your entire spine. Outside of the centre backs, which I like. New goalkeeper, 2 midfielders, 2 10s and a striker. And then ideal left wing back as well. Like I know we got linked to Aston Pinion weeks back. But someone like him, run me that. South American on the left, African power on the right-hand side, with it. Better midfield, lovely balance, 2 10s, new goalkeeper. So in the ideal world, yeah, that's what 6 signings I said. Cunha and Bremo, striker, 2 midfielders, goalkeeper, left wing back, 7. So that's an ideal window in my opinion. That's it. Hey, Taz, big up, man. Hope you're blessed, Taz. Hope you're blessed. Hope you're good. And I know you lot have not done a fan calling show in a minute. It's because I've been having to, because I've been out and about on weekends at times. I've had to move shows around and stuff like that. So that's what it is. To Jude, who says still no closure on Bremo, how appalling, eh? Manchester United Football Club for you in a nutshell. That's what that is. Manchester United in a fucking nutshell. All right. Where we at? Is Northside live? I can't see his. 1 second. Let me double check this. Because YouTube Studio is terrible at times. Again, please run up the likes, hit the subscribe button as well. Hope you're blessed, Taz. And yeah, man, I'm with you. He says I'm more focused on players leaving, by the way. I hear that. Yeah, I didn't see this, but this sounds about right. Someone who just said still no closure and then Bremo, how appalling Manchester United for you. I haven't seen it, so I appreciate it. Ben Jacobs, massive breaking on Brian and Bremo to United. The deal is really just about structure and the add-ons, and it's very close. It's literally probably squabbling. I said this 2 million, 2.5 million, 4 or 5 million. It's something minor. Something friggin' minor. I already know it. The deal that gets it done, and we're going to look at that second bid and go, that's all it was. Hear what he said there, the structure of the deal. They probably just want more money up front. Probably want 10 more million up front or some rubbish. That's it. And we on some idiotic thing, man. Because we just daft. That's what that is. Oh, no, side's not live yet. That's why. I was confused for a sec. He's not live yet. Yeah, we just done some idiotic thing. That's what it is. Flawless, I hope you're good, bro. Just know I'm stealing your catchphrases. That's fine. I'm all for it. All I ask LJ is quote me. Because that's what I do. When I take someone's catchphrase, I'm like, yo, word to such and such. Like, word to my guy Alam. Make sure you lot subscribe to Alam's channel as well. When he said deeply unserious institution, and he was talking about an NBA team. But that's what I've been using about United, man. DUI, man. And it's like we'd be frigging under the influence. You know what I'm saying? And the D don't stand for driving, it's directing. It's supposed to be director of football. You're on DUI, man. Directing under the influence. Are they all drinking in the office? Like, what is going on? What in the world is going on? Yeah, Lou, literally this is literally in our terms. It's like me and you doing a deal, Lou. And I'm squabbling with you over a $5. You know what I'm saying? Like for a bike or setting mind like that. That's the equivalent of it. It's literally the equivalent of squabbling over a $5 or a $10. It's not like it's £50 or £100 where you say, all right, there's actual some form of significant difference here. It's a minor. It's literally, you hear the Manc accent come out there, a minor. That's how you know, man. Yeah, when you hear the Manc accent come out like that, that's when you know I'm pissed. Proper just minor. It really is. It literally is, man. And I bet it is. I bet when we do the deal, it's like, oh, they offered like $5 more million up front. And guess what? If it's significantly more, I understand. If it's like 10, 15 million, I get it. But it's just going to be something just like, wow, was this it? They wanted 5 million more up front. Best in class, yeah. Any of us got crimes, man. Fucking war crimes, man. Yeah. Penny pinching. Penny pinching. But then don't want to pay people out. The fact we didn't try and negotiate with John Duran because he didn't want to pay his wages, but apparently Al Nassr are paying his wages to go Fenerbahce. It's kind of like negotiating works here, King. It's kind of like negotiating actually works. Who would have thought that negotiating actually works? Who would have thought? Huh? Who would have thought? All right, cool. Well, we're going to close out, people. You know what? My guy Gav's live, and I'm supposed to go on his channel, and I can't. So let me just make sure Gav's still live before it is. We're going to redirect to Gav Goes In, people. Make sure you put Sarcasm City TV Raid in his chat, people. Put Sarcasm City TV Raid in his chat. I'm just making sure he's still live right now as we speak. 1 second. Because he went live at 5:30, because I was supposed to be over there, but I got to step out shortly. So I'm going to redirect over there, people. I am. Let me make sure he's still live. Yeah, he is. So all right, we're going to redirect over to Gav, people. Let me make sure. 1 second. I've set that up. Yeah, we are. So Sarcasm City TV Raid in this chat. We're live on the playback for that Palmeiras versus Chelsea game, people. Big up to Canal says, big up one of the best United content creators. I appreciate it. Love for everyone supporting. Big up to everyone who joined over from the raid from the terrace. Everyone who joined over from back again. This has been the ManDem United podcast live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Thank you very much for tuning in. And again, Sarcasm City TV Raid and Gav Goes In chat. Big up.